In southwest Atlanta, the never-ending canopy of trees makes this community highly desirable for people who want to buy homes and thieves who want to steal them.
And when he went and got the loan, he said, the money's in the bank. You just give me 50% of the money and you pay me a little as the phase go through.
Dorothy Williams is a woman of deep faith.
And he wants us to just love him and love one another. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
While raking leaves in the yard is a chore for most folks, for her, it's a blessing because she still has a home.
The bird, listen at him singing.
Okay.
That's God. That's God.
A con man posing as a contractor robbed her of a small fortune in equity.
So he took the $60,000 and I said, well, when you gonna get started? He brought those 3 guys here and all they did was gut the house out. And he left.
The house she lived in with her husband George, where they raised their children, was gutted and turned into a skeleton of despair.
You got asbestos, all different kind of chemicals behind this stuff. And I was breathing this stuff and I had asthma, I was getting sick.
For a time, they stayed with their grown children. But that's when the squatters moved in.
These people on drugs, they would come and stand in here, and I didn't want these squatters to be in my house, so I squatted in my own house.
Miss Dot, as she's known to her friends, and her husband stayed in a closet-sized room in the house for 3 years, even through the brutal cold of winter.
And it got so cold, when I got real sick, they told me I couldn't stay in, so I went and stayed with my daughter for a while.
But eventually, the family turned to the city of Atlanta for help, and the office of Mayor Andre Dickens, which connected them to the resources that would begin to transform their lives and catch the attention of Atlanta movie mogul Tyler Perry.
I talked to Mr. Perry on the phone, and he told me, he said, don't you cry no more. He said, I'm gonna send my crew, and I'm gonna pay for everything. And God knows, he paid the loan out, he paid for everything. I'm back in my house, debt-free.
Today, the work on the house is complete. Every room has a new story to share.
Water coming down on me.
He's always going to be reminded that God and good people going to take care of him.
Amen. Thank you.
Mayor Dickens, who recently paid a visit to the home, talks often about the group project that is Atlanta. And nowhere is that more visible than the home of Dorothy and George Williams.
All of it was the hands of God. It is just showing you there's nothing impossible with God.
I'm Keith Whitney.